India today, I find a lot of opportunities for enterprises and entrepreneurs in India today. There are bright spots. What are those bright spots? One of the bright spots everybody knows about is that although it is a sad thing that rupee value has gone down, it's a very bright advantageous situation for exporters. You export anything, you get double the price. PrimaryInfo.com itself is a beneficiary because of that, because 50% of my clients coming from outside India, they pay me double the money that domestic clients pay. So value earning through exports is fantastic. Then next bright spot that everyone enjoys in the world is lower oil prices. Lower oil prices means less transportation costs, less manufacturing costs, so the industries in India can be very competitive. So this is another advantage that I see in India today. Then skills availability. We have large number of skilled people, trained, educated from all kinds of disciplines all over India. Now, you can differ with me on skills, saying that they are not very readily absorbable in the industry and all that. But you have youngsters with energy and enthusiasm to learn and then contribute. So this is another advantage. You can see how do you explain that thousands of our skilled boys and girls are working in Middle East, USA, Singapore, all the other countries. So we have enough supply of skilled labor in India today. Now the next one advantage situation that we have is agriculture. Our developments, our advantage in agriculture is tremendous. Can you believe India those days? We were importing rice from US and Japan under PL 420. Disgraceful. Now today we are number one in exporting rice. Even Chinese buy our rice. Our farmers and business people earn a lot of money exporting rice. Our Food Corporation of India is brimming with gunny bags full of rice overflowing. So is it not a good situation today? Then next is advances in industry. Take for example in Tamil Nadu. Textile industry is one of the biggest contributor to Tamil Nadu's economy. You may ask why. For example, farmers grow cotton. Then industries gin the cotton. Then make yarn, weave cloths, make garments, export. So a wide spectrum of people in India get benefited because of the textile industry in India in common, and very particularly in Tamil Nadu. Don't you think it's a good situation in India today? Then next is world economic crisis. Many countries have become insolvent, but we are not. We still grow. We may not be growing like Chinese. I'm sorry, Chinese are not growing very fast. India is growing faster than China. But we have our own problems. We have our own inherent. The World Bank has reported that India ranks very poor in the matter of business promotion, procedures and bureaucracy and all that. If only we will overcome, India today will be the best place to be in and grow. Then another very interesting aspect that we have today is the computers, IT and mobile phones. These have, as everybody knows, revolutionized the young people. You see a lot of young people work, and the economy, they are contributing to the economy in so many ways. So India today is very good, and we can make anything in India, and India has got a very bright future. Now, I would like to explain some of the success stories that we have done in India in some of the industry sectors. I would like to, of course, as I earlier mentioned, rice exports, food products export, we are number one. And then fruits and vegetables. India is a success story. You find it's a very interesting thing that I noticed. You walk anywhere in the city or suburb, you get Palamudir Chole. That is a fruit and vegetable shop in vernacular Tamil. So people eat lot of fruits because farmers grow a lot of fruits. People eat fruits because they are economical to buy and eat. So don't you think that is one of the very good aspect in an agro industry? Agro industry is growing. Good old days you don't see many cold storages for preserving food and supplying to industry and processing it to finished products. Today you have the onion is processed to onion products, cashew is processed to cashew and cashew oil and so many things. So there is a good amount of agro processing is taking place, and that is one of the very successful industry, agro industry. Then the leather industry, specifically for Tamil Nadu, we are number one in Tamil Nadu on leather and leather garments. We export to the world, we supply it domestically. So this is another interesting area where we are exploiting our own resources on cattle and other things. Then project exports are taking place. If you go and see many countries, even textbooks are not manufactured, pencils are not manufactured, mobile phones are not serviced. So lot of skill oriented industry, demand oriented industry, resource oriented industry are existing in our country that can be sent to other countries and make other countries to also to prosper. Now, biggest industry that has been doing a very fast development is service industry. Almost service industry contributes substantial income to the central government's revenue. You pay 14% of your turnover as service tax to the government, and that money is swelling. So India today, I see many bright spots, many interesting industries, and we are well ahead, overtaking many of the developing countries. Now, the recent thing that we have noticed is the marketing of products through using internet. You see, now you can see online based industries coming in so many interesting sectors. You have application in transport, revolutionizing movement of people. You have software system for managing industry. Everybody uses accounting softwares. You have so many people, there are people educating foreigners, educational tutorials. Imagine you making use of the time, Indian teachers are teaching US kids. Take the example of tailoring. In the developed world, stitching a garment is very expensive. You don't get a tailor. You have to only buy what the stores sell in terms of different sizes, small, medium and large. If you are in between, you are done. For example, I cannot wear a pant. I need a pant of 33 size. The shop sell 32 or 34. Then I have a problem. But in India, you can stitch according to your measurement. So online tailoring that people are taking up is very successful. Here the ordinary tailor who sits, now he has a website, he gives dimensions in the website, and people send the dimensions, get a cloth of their choice, get it stitched and get it back into their place, wherever they are. So there are thousands of opportunities springing up because of our digital revolution, and if only we can concentrate on 3Gs and 4Gs and avoiding a lot of pitfalls and giving better computers, servicing, internet connections, we are just up in the sky.